Welcome to Have a Chat. I'm Veronique Arsenault in for Audrey today in the control seat, we'll call it. And of course, I'm joined by my fantastic co-host, Judy Loge.
You know, thank you, Veronique, for taking the control seat. I don't want to be the one that messes up with the cues coming in and out, so thank you for doing it.
Yeah, well, some days are a little bit better than others.
You do a great job. Take the pressure off me from having something in my ear.
That's right.
What's going on with the ins and outs. So.
Well, I totally get it. But anyway, so Audrey had to take today off. Yeah. She had some stuff going on for work. So, so it's just you and I today.
Thank you for being here with me as controller.
Yeah. Well, I missed last week because of work.
I know you did. We always missed you. The three of us jive well.
Well, and we're quite happy when we're together.
And I mean, we get along, so that's, can you imagine being on a set with any given venue and not one person liking the other and trying to fake it on the air?
No.
So it'd
be terrible.
We're just naturally happy.
That's right.
With each other.
It was a busy weekend here.
I was straight out.
Yes, so was I.
And there was a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
So Saturday, you took in some of the events that I did, at least one
yes,
of them.
Yeah. I went to the Drive One for Your Community.
Right.
That Forge puts on, and Town Ford in this particular case.
Too.
So, and Town Ford has done so much for the community, and I talk about it often because they do a lot.
And sponsors so much as they did with this test drive for the refugee families.
Exactly. So for every test drive, Ford donated $20.
I know. And even if you just registered, you got them to give $20 for the cause.
Yeah, I got to test drive a pretty sweet truck.
Did you?
I did.
Maybe it was the same one I tried. It was an emerald green.
No, this one was big and red and black.
This was big, and I felt really little, and I thought I want to be just fierce in this truck. So away we went. I said, "Come with me in case someone rear ends me or something." I didn't like to be alone.
I know.
But great cause.
Yes.
Nice day.
Yes, it was a lovely day, and it was so wonderful to see so many volunteers out. So.
And people come together for the things they should try to support. They really make an effort. And then I went from that event at the middle school over to the fall fair.
Yes, and I didn't get to go to that. How was it?
I brought so many goodies home, Veronique.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
bought all kinds of, they had beets, they had jam, they had zucchini breads, they had, you name it, fresh pies, they had everything.
Wow.
So the cause was for the new school playground that they're going to be building, as it's going up now, actually.
Yes.
And so they're really trying to get funds going for the playground.
And they raised $4,536.45.
That was only within a 4.5 hour time frame.
Isn't that amazing?
People want to help support this, and the children were there. And the jumping castles, and so many parents with their children saying this is a fun family day.
I know. What a great thing to do.
And good weather. Woo.
I know. Thankfully. And then you said that Susan Butler's got something coming up soon.
Susan Butler has a lot of things.
Well, she always does.
She really does. Let me get to that. She has coming up the Warm Memories in Song Dinner and Concert, which is Sunday, November 6th. At the Beaverbrook Kin Center, and this is featuring Keith Facey from Quiz Pam Sis, Ian Craig and Kennedy Coughlan, Bob McCullum, Miramichi Songs under the direction of Margaret Craig, Jimmy Lawler, and Susan and Mary Butler. Wow. And this is sponsored by Econo Lodge, and tickets are $35 by reservation. Again, it's a dinner and concert, and you can call Susan at 622-1780.
She sells out just about every event she does.
That's a wonderful. Warm Memories and Song Dinner and Concert, Sunday, November 6th.
I was there a couple of years ago, and it was beautiful.
They always do a beautiful job on that.
Yes. Yeah.
And just before that event, I'm going to back up here, they have a dessert and concert fundraiser, which will enhance library programs. This is Sunday, September 25th.
So this Sunday coming?
Yes, at 2 p.m. at the Beaverbrook Kin Center, featuring music by Villagers, Rebecca and Meredith Henderson. My friend Christine's little girls. They're beautiful. And saxophonist Chris Guedon.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, he is amazing.
He's something everyone should hear. Layla McFarlane, killer voice. She's an amazing little girl. Kate Estabrooks, another beautiful singer. Susan Butler and David Bunnell. And desserts are for all diets. Oh. So I guess that would be people with gluten sensitivity or diabetes. Tickets are $15 on sale at the Miramichi Newcastle Public Library, Brookdale Flower Shop, and the Newcastle Farmers Market or Kingston's Car Wash.
Holy cow. Lots coming up. But you know what? I just want to talk, a few weeks ago, we had a fantastic guest from James M. Hill Alumni Association. Brad Russell was on to talk about the Wall of Fame coming up and how exciting that was, and they were looking for nominations at that particular time. So since then, they have announced the honorees this year.
The chosens.
And it's... couldn't have picked, in my opinion, a better inaugural list of nominees.
In my opinion as well.
Yeah.
I thought, could they have picked anyone better
than
those four men?
So Lloyd Cameron.
Awesome.
Wonderful guest and friend of the show.
Yes.
Greg Morris.
Perfect.
He was my principal when I was there.
Very good.
When I was at James M. Hill.
Strong.
Yeah, Bob Corlett.
I love Bob.
I know, and so involved.
He is.
And posthumously, John Hawkes.
Who was an incredible individual as well.
Amazing. Yeah.
By that I mean they're all outstanding. And when I talk about John Hawkes specifically, I have the utmost admiration for that man. He had ALS. And he got up at the high school and talked in front of an auditorium full of students, including my son at that time, about how in 6 months' time he would probably never be able to speak again. And go fulfill your dreams, do what you want to do, because how do you know you're not going to end up in this physical condition? The bravest man I think I've ever met.
Amazing.
And he went to the school and did that and empowered people to really do what they want to do for the moment and not put it off.
Isn't that amazing?
Like brave or what?
I know.
And knowing he was going to pass, because it was slowly taking his life, deteriorating his health. So kudos to the alumni committee.
I thought that was amazing.
Yes, for choosing these people.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing.
I would love to go.
You know what I forgot to do?
What, your quote?
I did.
I want your quote. You always have a beautiful quote.
I forgot to give my quote.
Okay.
So usually we start with the positive quote.
Well, let's just do
But
it.
I got all excited about what we were talking
Well,
about.
there's so much going on, but
I
I
know.
would like to hear this.
Okay, so my positive quote of the day is by Apoorv Dubey.
Okay.
Apoorv Dubey. So to get up when you are down, to fight more intensely when you are struggling, to put in the extra effort when you are in sheer pain, to come back when nobody expects you to, and to stand tall when everyone is pulling you down are what make a champion.
I love it, and I particularly love this line that reached out to me the most: to come back when nobody expects you to.
Yep.
People in life get embarrassed.
Terrible.
Whether they lose something, whether they lose everything, and they say, I'm too embarrassed to come back and face the public.
Yep.
Whether they've been charged and put in jail and have to come out and go to the grocery store and be faced by people
That's
I
right.
knew for years. They have to come back out.
Yeah.
You can't be a recluse and stay in your life no matter what's brought you down. So to me, that would be the biggest challenge, to come back when nobody expects you to.
Yeah.
With people staring at you and saying, oh, this guy, did this, and now look at him, he's out in the street again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I mean, we've all got, whether it's big or small, we've all got challenges.
Totally.
For sure.
Physical pain.
Big or small.
Whatever
yeah.
pain.
And it could be emotional, could be physical, could be, in your
Mental,
surroundings, could be whatever. We've all got challenges. And there are days when all of us feel like not getting up. And it's the struggle to get back out there and to do those things. And I loved it because it a champion isn't necessarily someone who wins all the time.
Exactly.
You can be a champion in your own day.
Yeah, I think a champion is someone that can conquer their fears and come out and face the public after something devastating has happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like a big champion that takes over the world. It can be just,
know.
a champion in your own world.
But we need a support system. So, for example, that line, everyone is putting you down, and you come back and stand tall. People tend to put people down for various reasons.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that I know now at my age, which I didn't know years ago, that the people that love you definitely love you, and that could be whatever percentage. 50% love you and 50% don't.
Yeah.
The 50% that do are the ones that I care about.
That's
what
right.
they think of me.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
I
the ones
agree
I
with you.
focus and spend time on.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
It's tough some days to remember that, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Go to the ones you love and that you care about, and put your ignore button on when you hear something negative about
That's
somebody
right. Yeah.
or yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Now, some other very exciting stuff in the area. So on Saturday is the My Pie
I know.
Gala, and My Pie has been around for a number of years. I remember the very first My Pie Gala.
Yes.
So Miramichi Young Professionals and Involved Entrepreneurs is having their gala this Saturday, and they announced their honorees.
And we want the list.
And you know what? Amazing list again.
People do come together and think, and
Yeah.
there's so many to choose from, but they have to come down to the crunch and say this one may have outweighed that other candidate just by that much.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Entrepreneur of the Year, great friend of our show, Gene Fowler.
Yay, Gene!
Yes.
Well, phenomenal.
And I mean, he is one who has stuck to it and persevered and blood, sweat, and tears.
Fallen down, gotten back up.
Yeah, and
Good for
I
him.
love his attitude.
Genius.
Professional of the year, Professional of the Year.
Yeah.
Andrea Paul.
Okay, I know her a little
Wonderful. New Business of the Year, Milk Cove Coffee.
And I love my coffee. So I'm glad that they chose them.
I've had a few treats from there.
So nice that they're on the square in Newcastle.
Yes, yeah.
Good for them.
Community Champion, Blake Lynch.
Love Blake Lynch.
I know.
He's
Yes.
a great man.
And such a positive spirit. I actually went to my first cash mob a few months ago, and and it was out in support of the Autism Resource Center, and how fantastic that was. Yeah.
And he's very, very humble, Blake.
Yes.
As is Lloyd Cameron. When I congratulated him on the Wall of Fame for the alumni, he said, "Oh, I don't want this."
I know.
He wanted it, of course. It's an honor, but like I'm humble.
You just don't know what to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
And
feel
then
special.
Customer Service Award, Kenzie Godfrey.
Is she not the sweetest girl?
Love her. Love her.
Kenzie is one of those people that you're drawn to.
Yeah.
She has that magnetism. So what a great, staff
I
to have
know.
at RBC.
She's at RBC, and I just love her. Just love her.
Great
So
girl.
a great list of
Wow.
honorees this year for my pie. So Miramichi Young Professionals and Involved Entrepreneurs.
One other thing, Vera,
Yeah.
that I should throw in there
Of
is
course.
the wellness.
Oh, yes.
Miramichi Health and Wellness Summit.
Yes.
That's going to be at the Miramichi Curling Club,
Yes.
October 1st and 2nd.
Yes,
so
it's
we'll
coming
be
up
hearing
quickly.
more about that. But health and wellness is everything as far as I'm concerned.
I know.
It really is.
I know, and I'm really looking forward to that weekend.
Yeah. So, I mean, when do we have some time for ourselves, right?
I don't know. I've given up.
The kids left. The kids
Yes.
are gone. So I thought, okay, well, now the dog's deprived. Now the dog's having separation anxiety.
Yes.
So I thought, I said to my husband, what are we going to do? She doesn't want to be in the room that the boys were in. They're gone. She's lonely. Put her in with us, he said. Never again. That's all I'll say. Never again.
That's awful. And I mean, I know the same thing with my little dog. My little doggy is missing
Lab
Dad's dog,
yes.
and he's missing Dad because
They're
Dad's away, of
lonely.
course.
They feel like children.
And he keeps looking for them.
That's right. It's very
Yeah.
sad. But Vera Nickman, she's 55 pounds in the middle.
I know.
It's good for her birth control, actually, folks. Get a dog. Put her in between you at night.
Yeah, see, the difference is my little dog's only 10 pounds.
Mine's 55. Needless
Yeah.
to say, I didn't sleep, but I
No.
love her. So
Yeah.
we'll put her in another room tonight.
And she loves to cuddle.
She loves to cuddle, but
Yeah.
she's huge.
I know.
Okay.
I know,
So
but I love
then,
her.
just to go back to the world news, I guess we have to
Yes.
touch base with the fact that there was another explosion in New York City.
Well, and it's astonishing. It's astonishing. So yeah, there was an explosion on the weekend in New York.
In Chelsea, which is I go to New York often, and
Yeah.
I love that city, and I especially love Manhattan. So Chelsea's a very vibrant neighborhood, and it's known for its nightlife there. So the bomb was placed in that neighborhood, and it went off was going to, but yes, it did, at about 8:30 p.m.,
Yep.
injuring 29 people.
Oh my goodness.
And nobody was, there was no life-threatening injuries, but there was like metal that struck them, glass that struck them, a shrapnel. So then there was another one 4 blocks away that the bomb squad did actually confiscate, and that would have been another explosion.
Isn't that incredible?
But what do you think of that? Do you think the mayor says, Bill de Blasio says that it was an intentional act? However, the police commissioner that was there from 2000, it was around the year 2000, he said that he really feels the mayor of New York City is downplaying this, calling an intentional act when it's actually, he feels, a terrorist act and a horrific crime. And he said people shouldn't sugarcoat things that are that bad.
Well, and I can understand the police commissioner wanting to say that, but I can also understand the mayor of New York wanting to,
Calm.
well, that's the thing, right? Because if we're about to head into the Christmas tourism season in New York,
go.
right? So if you start to think, and not that they want anybody hurt, but if you start to think that that you could be blown up at any moment in New York City,
stop living.
it's going to impact their economy.
Totally, and I think it is him trying to say, it's a calming thing, an act of what would you call it, domestic, rather than international terrorism, if anything.
And that's and it's hard to really label these things anymore because you don't want to go to the extreme and say that everything is terrorism, but you also don't want to say, well, it was just a kid, just a kid, playing with a bomb.
My
that's not better.
New York's been hard hit.
Oh my goodness,
like they
has it
have
ever?
been really, really targeted. And I went to see the movie Sully last week.
Oh, did you?
And it was outstanding.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks did an amazing job acting as the captain. And I think that people that have not seen Sully should go see it for the simple reason you think, okay, the man did an incredible landing on the Hudson River.
Yeah.
But the story that surrounds the landing is something I did not know all the details about.
Yeah.
And he was superb.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
And Aaron Eckhart was the first officer, and he was exceptional as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Emmys last night?
I didn't get to see them, but I did Google.
Yeah.
And I thought the Game of Thrones is not my show.
Yeah.
But it took 23 nominations. It basically cleaned up.
Isn't that incredible?
It got the most outstanding show, didn't it?
Yeah.
And Julia Dreyfus for her comedy.
Yes.
She made history.
Did she?
She got her 5th Emmy last night.
Really?
Number 5. She's 55 years old. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
And
She's so talented.
I know she is, from Seinfeld, and then she's into the Veep, right?
Yes, yeah.
The dresses, I thought were, Sofia Vergara couldn't look bad.
No, I know.
She's got the perfect.
Stunning.
Do you not think she has the perfect female body?
I do.
Is that
I
what
do.
you would consider the
she
perfect female
is
body?
stunning. She's stunning.
Yeah.
And she looks great, and she dresses for her shape.
She does.
And she's she's
does.
funny, and yeah.
Now Heidi Klum also was stunning.
Oh.
But her dress was very, very revealing. However, her abs are worth revealing something. They're worth revealing.
Yes.
Again, they kind of dished on her because they thought it was too much, too tacky, too cut up, too revealing. You know what? If you've got to flaunt it.
You can wear it.
You've got to flaunt it, baby, at her age.
If you can wear it, giddy up.
Right. And then there's a girl, I forget her name, but I think it was the nightgown I wore last night to bed. The same, I think, what she wore on the red carpet, I wore to bed last night.
Oh, no.
It was pretty bad.
Oh. I'll have to check it out.
I'm not a TV person. Are you?
I have my shows, but I wouldn't sit Okay.
Do you ever watch Orphan Black?
No.
Okay, she won the role, that Tatiana Malsani or whatever her name is. I think it's something like that.
Okay.
It's all about women and women's stories, and she's very happy to be representing women's issues.
Interesting.
So
I'll have to check it
I
out.
like documentaries. I like watching real life stuff.
I love sci-fi and fantasy stuff.
You do?
Like I do.
Not
I do, yeah.
Not I.
And it's funny because you would think that I would be a huge fan of Game of Thrones, but I actually watched my first episode of the first season last night.
It didn't turn your wheels?
Not really.
No.
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna watch the first season and kind of but it didn't float my boat.
No. However, for time, Veronique, I want to know about your new job.
Oh, yeah.
You have a new position in with the
I
city of
do.
Miramichi, and I'd like to hear about your job.
Yeah, it's actually with the Multicultural Association, and I'm the new executive director there.
Congratulations.
Thank you, and it's so interesting, and it's so exciting because there's so much growth potential there, and so I get to work with a fantastic board of directors.
Great.
Yes, and
Means a lot.
our president is Ramba Prashad.
Oh, she'll be wonderful.
And she's really she's got a real fundamental understanding of the challenges of coming to a new community, and
Definitely.
she's been here for decades, but
she's so dedicated.
She is, and she's been such an incredible part of the community,
I know,
and she gives back so much.
She really does.
Yeah, so she's our president, and then we have
Vladimir
Sokolowski is our vice president, and Mike Mercero is our secretary, and Andrew Frost is our treasurer.
Wonderful.
So and then we have other members of our board, but it's an opportunity for me to work with bringing the organization together, bringing new people into the community, working with settlement services to help newcomers come and set up here, working with the refugee families, and
so interesting.
Do
you have to do a lot of fundraising in your role, or is that designated to other people?
No, it's part of our board, and then we're always looking for funding opportunities from the government and things like that. So, but I love it. Yeah.
And they do a dinner, and I know they do a dinner of various dishes that people bring from various cultures.
In June. Yeah, it's
and
one of our big
that's always a
events.
wonderful event.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your
thank
new
you.
position, Veronique, and
Thank you.
I know you're up for it.
So right after our break, we're going to go to break now in a couple of seconds. And right after our break, we have some great guests coming up. So don't forget, grab a coffee, curl up on the couch, and join us back here in a couple of minutes. We'll see you soon. Good afternoon and welcome back to Have a Chat. I'm joined today, of course, my name is Veronique Arsenault, and I'm joined today by my fantastic co-host, Judy Loge. And now, ta-da! Now we're joined by Kevin Gallant, and you're an instructor at NBCC, and you're here to talk to us all about pumpkin fling.
Yes.
He's got quite the history on his own personality, though. You're quite the individual, period.
I know, and I can't wait to delve into that. So tell us about you.
Yeah,
I'm a gadget guy.
What?
I do a lot with gadgets.
I know you do, and I'm not a gadget
Cannons
person.
is one of them.
You make me look really bad because I'm not a gadget girl.
I would like to shoot cannons.
My husband and kids are loving of gadgets.
This is a gadget.
Okay.
Right here. This
certainly is.
This
Speaking
is
of New York City bombings.
This is a handheld cannon we built to demonstrate the kids. It's air pressure cannon.
Okay, we'll come back to that one.
Cannon.
We'll come back to that
one.
one.
That's what pumpkin fling's all about.
As long as it's not going off here on
So
fire.
you tell us about you first.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin.
I've been here, Miramichi, over 22 years. Love it here. I can't believe how many festivals we have and how. So we wanted to find a way. My kids are in high school now. One's graduated recently. He's going to the college. And I wanted a way to bring science into community events.
Yeah.
So 13 years ago, when we approached the downtown about the pumpkin fling, we said, let's make it STEM. And STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, math.
Science, technology, engineering,
Yeah,
math.
STEM.
Okay.
So you can't fling a pumpkin without STEM.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
You
so,
know that. I knew that.
Sure.
All right.
So
they were not my strong suits, I will admit, when I was in school.
But it's yours, so tell us
Yeah.
more.
so like any event, you need big partners, and NBCC are one of them. And the engineers called APEG-NB, which is the Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists of New Brunswick, all in one word.
Wow.
We just say engineers and geoscientists because
Okay.
there's a lot of mining engineers and geological engineers in the north, and so that's another partner. And then the downtown historic Chatham historic Chatham Business District.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now Lockerbie Farms, they're in a lot of other partners, and ASDN North, which is
Okay,
the
yes.
district. And so it's been really big now, and we really have a lot of STEM events this year going on. We have over 12 schools that are participating. One is bringing 37 kids, and we're actually flinging mini trebuchets, a little siege device. And there's 3 prizes, 1,000 for the first prize,
Nice.
500, and this money goes to their STEM makerspace labs.
Oh,
the
okay,
labs in
yes.
the schools.
What age
So-
group are we talking about? We said
Rate-
37 children.
Elementary right to high school.
Okay,
They're all
okay.
competing for the
Alright.
same, because
Wow.
it's the same design as a trebuchet.
Yeah.
And kids, one kid, I can't mention the school because I don't want to give it away, is actually welding his own frame in grade 5.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
Right?
There's
And
a
Miramichi Valley
future
High School
shaker.
already have a steel frame.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what age, they're going to compete with this.
Isn't that
today.
amazing?
Yeah.
It is to me. I'm happy about it.
And Brilliant Labs, a new partner, they're from Fredericton. They support the Makerspace Labs, 3D printer and drones. And this year we're having a commercial drone operator called A View From Above, flying drones around while the kids launch their pumpkins in the river
Wow.
and
That's
the cannons.
amazing.
And it's a kind of a new STEM initiative.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he's actually he did the airport show. I helped him out with the camera controls. He did the air dragway, and recently we did the Miramichi Golf and Country Club. And my students in environmental technology were there for that.
Yeah,
And
so you're an instructor.
Yes.
What's your actual title of instruction at
Okay.
NBCC?
I teach in the environmental technology program.
All right.
And in there, I teach everything about, like this term, we're doing project management. So the ideas are amazing. One's doing a biogas digester. One's doing algae, making fuel from algae.
Oh, that would be
So-
You and I are both like,
I'd
what?
be really good at that. I can spell algae. A-L-G-A-E.
I can't even spell
There
it.
we go.
But you and I are both like, what?
So Kevin, like, fill us in more.
So Brilliant Labs they're sponsoring a lot of prizes, and the whole community are really into it. I have over 80 volunteers and I don't know, probably 10 instructors that lead student teams from criminal justice,
Yes.
where my son's in, Alex, who just graduated
No
from,
neat.
from JMH. He's now a student.
I supplied at that program at the NBCC
No way.
in the 90s. I
Wow.
taught there, that criminal justice program.
Wow, you should come back.
I should. I really liked it. It was
Yeah.
substituting.
I remember. Yeah.
Well, Alex is in there, and he's really enjoying it. It's adapting now to 9 courses a term. So college is a big
Yeah.
load for
Yeah.
Someone at a high school.
He's
And
a smart kid,
yeah,
though. I know
and,
him.
and he's like VIP between him and Justin. My other sons, who
Yes.
now he's just got his part for Lion King.
He's an actor, Veronique, and he's
Yeah,
adorable.
yeah.
And he works on
Yeah,
the side as well.
he does
Doesn't
a
he have
Pizza
job?
Light.
Good for them.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
he
see
saved
kids
up.
like
He
that.
did the European trip.
Wow. He did
Yeah.
Paris, and did
Yeah.
they do, like, what other areas?
Spain, they did.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh yeah.
My
and
gosh,
he
that
was-
high school offers a
know.
different program.
And he was only like not even 3 hours from Nice, where they had.
Oh,
that.
yes, yeah, of
that
course.
must feel great.
it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
You
of
were a
course.
worried parent
Yeah,
at
it
that
was.
point.
It was.
Yeah.
Adam was Hayward. He was right there.
I know he
Oh, my
was.
goodness.
it's-
Oh.
And Adam, and between Adam and Jamie and the district and Peter McDonald,
Jamie O'Toole?
Yes.
yes, they're
Yeah.
all part of the tech team that helped launch the kids part or the student part of the APEG-NB Pumpkin Fling.
Oh, neat.
And we actually supported a new theme, like a fall harvest theme, and
Yes, there's a
and
poster
that
here.
we're doing. And so that team from the district, they've been really supportive and got all the schools together. And we actually mentor all theirs. They have 6 events, and this is the first event. They have 4 STEM fairs. They have a STEM fest. So they're really pushing STEM or science and technology in the
Wow.
schools.
Fantastic.
And it's really great to see them really pushing that.
How
and
can you imagine 10 years from now what's going to be happening?
I know.
I'm
these
hoping more
brains
engineers.
behind it
More
all.
engineers.
I know.
So tell us about the
Okay.
pumpkin fling.
So it's a big day from noon to 3:30. You come in to register.
What day is this now?
It's
Saturday.
September 24th at the Waterford Green.
Oh, it's coming right
Yeah,
up.
and the Miramichi east side of the city. And it's a $5 bracelet, and you get all the events except for the school trebuchet, excuse me, and the big cannon.
Okay.
The cannon's separate. And so there's really 3 events. And so the $5 bracelet helps with the funds for the actual schools and the competition. But everything from Plinko, Angry Pumpkins, we have a new Angry Pumpkins. They actually hit physical blocks like Angry Birds.
Really?
Yes, and
People
a
love this
rebounder
stuff.
and coaster. We have a new zip line this year.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we'll have to get on that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I think I'll try it.
And the Chatham Rotary Group do their chili cook-off.
Yes, of course.
And-
We both belong to the
Yeah.
Chatham
Oh
Rotary
yeah,
Club, so
they've been a great supporter, and
Love
this year we're
chili.
adding a corn roast beside it.
Oh, neat.
So that's going to be a new item this year.
So in the past,
Yeah.
the funds went to the breakfast
Yes, they
program.
did.
So is that continuing, or is it
No,
something else?
it's the science. We're actually, because of great support from Big Brothers Big
Yes,
Sisters,
exactly. Yeah.
we're now putting the money in the science labs. Because if you think about it, there's 2.5 new schools
Yes.
that have new maker spaces. They need 3D printers. They need drones.
Yeah.
definitely.
And the drone drone flights that we're doing, the guy that's doing it, he's actually donating a drone to JMH.
Really?
Yeah, NVHS already have a couple of them in
Yeah.
their
They're
lab.
gonna
that I
love
mentioned.
that.
Yeah.
So you could see the amount of instruments and things we do, that we fly instruments, we fly in thermal imaging cameras and so we're going to be flying the pumpkin fling just to push STEM
Yeah.
in Miramichi.
Isn't that
You're a
fantastic?
pretty
Yeah.
impressive guy. I want to know more about this.
Okay, so
I mean,
so-
can you do anything with my
so-
hair with that machine?
Yeah, really?
So
Can you blow dry
there
it,
is a
or-
sense of safety.
Yes,
Randy.
I see this.
Are you sure?
So we have an onion cannon that the MBHS students are actually going to, and all decked out, are putting hundreds of dollars of prizes for me in the cannon. And that goes out to the crowd of hundreds of students.
Oh, okay.
And then what I plan on doing, this is the handheld one, so I go around the school showing how air is done. It's called pneumatics.
Wow.
And so, when air devices, this is the actual launch. This one actually launches 3 tennis balls at the same time, where I could shoot other things.
Sure you could.
But we
Wow.
have a big cannon that's probably twice as diameter, and it shoots the pumpkins out in the river to the target. So that's the big.
Gosh, it's
We
incredible.
call it the Big Daddy, the
Big
Daddy cannon.
Wow.
And so the STEM North initiative, we want to have this stuff in the lab. So next year we're building more things, and it's really interesting. We're actually building a pedal-powered tomato crusher that comes from an apple crusher,
Okay.
and it actually, what it is, they got 10 minutes to basically crush as many tomatoes as they can.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So we're building these throughout the year in the schools. So we're building 20 shells of it. They have to build all the insides and the pedal power. So that's kind of the thing we're doing and what we're doing is promoting composting. You know what they're going to be in the end.
Great,
We're going to
great.
auction them off as composters.
So you
Fantastic.
Yeah.
sit around with your cohorts and
Yes.
you just brainstorm
We
all
do.
these beautiful ideas.
Crazy engineers.
No,
Sunny
I love
corner
it. It's amazing,
engineers,
pretty
yeah.
much. So
Yeah.
especially when I'm not aware of the stuff going on. It's not my field, of
Yeah.
course.
Well, and I found it amazing the day that you came to speak to our Rotary Club because
Yes.
my knowledge of drones is very limited, and
Yeah.
and 3D printers even less. And so it was amazing to me to see all, like, even the little figures that you had, that the things that
Yeah.
you
The
could
robots.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that's what we do. If you promote science, you promote with a fun kind of, by tying into community events. And NBCC, we do it all the time. Like October 5th, we have a community service learning event. And you've got to get out there. So as we get out and be mentors, we help the students become mentors themselves eventually,
right.
hopefully.
Yeah.
And the college are big. A lot of our instructors mentor a lot of different, like Jalou, we do that.
Yes, of
That's my
course.
second event every year.
Yep.
And so October 5th, if you want any of our team to be on a site to volunteer, just let us know at the call.
Really
Isn't
want
that
to-
amazing?
Yeah, that's
eh?
what we do. And
Yeah.
that was started from the Robertson Institute
Yes.
for Community Living.
Yep.
And we really want to promote community spirit and community volunteering in any way we can. And our job is to help out and mentor, whether it's college students or K-12 students. And And now and I even this week, 2 MVHS students as co-op students, and I'm going to be mentoring them with my environmental students.
Okay.
So it's almost like an articulation without it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they get them in the mobile idea spaces to think about design thinking, building maybe the future products or future businesses of Miramichi.
And don't you see, Kevin, Kevin, you light up with
I
excitement
know.
when you talk about being innovative and your
Yes.
ideas and your, that's a contagious thing. When you have that
It
kind
is.
of enthusiasm for anything,
Yes.
especially for teaching,
It
and
is.
then making these, various.
Well, I find it, I find it fascinating. I do.
And you're so excited about it that you can't help but be successful.
It is. And it takes yourself and the community to help out. If you don't have the team around you,
Exactly.
and Miramichi has that
Yeah.
team.
They
There's
do.
a lot of community supporters.
Yes, for sure.
And that's why I'm involved in a lot of community events around Miramichi and STEM Fest to STEM North initiatives. We try to, hold our own and, look at all the festivals, and I have a great time, and you got to love the river.
Yeah.
And as a boy, did you have interest in this type of
Yeah.
creativity and futuristic gadgets and all that?
In
stuff?
grade
You did.
5, I actually measured my elementary in 3D and won a 3D contest
In grade 3?
in grade 5.
Grade 5?
And I had a solar panel, wind turbine, and greenhouse
Oh
in my
Well,
backyard.
then this was your dream
Exactly.
come true.
Exactly.
That's
So I'm
amazing.
always tinkering, and I always have inventions. I have a patent going on a second one, and you're always looking at ways to help in anything you do, and you're always trying to solve problems with technology.
Now, are you seeing, and I'm going to put you on the spot,
Yeah.
are you seeing an increase in women getting involved more and more?
Yeah, like women in engineering is huge, and
Right.
there's big support. There's actually a WISE program to help ladies actually get into engineering and push that. I'm even mentoring Ann Zimmerman from, it's called the Coeur d'Alene Center in Fredericton in geological engineering, studying rocks and
Oh my goodness.
You're
mining. And,
not busy
and,
with
and, but those are mentored. Like we're actually, if you want to look at it, it's in February, and we're looking for 50 teachers to go to Fredericton for this workshop on mining and rocks.
Really?
Because we have a lot of them, and
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know what to do with rocks. So mining technology
Like
is a
myself. Isn't that a nice rock?
I'm with you.
Isn't that a nice rock? That's about my speed with rocks.
Well,
Give me a bigger rock.
well, the new mine in North Sissons is
Yeah.
600 million, and they're doing a mineral that makes stainless steel. Nobody knew that, right?
Wow.
So why don't we make it here? That's how I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why ship it out?
Why can't it
Let's-
be here? Yeah.
Why can't it be here? So,
Yeah.
so if you got a good idea, come see me or at the college MCC and
Wow.
We're
NBCC.
blessed
and
you were here.
and
Don't
can-
leave. Now that you're getting so
No.
big as far as what you're producing and
Right.
mentoring programs and all the things you do, you have to stay in Miramichi.
Yes, that's what we do
We
here.
need people like you.
It's called quality of life. I
Yeah.
hike every morning at Morrison Cove.
Yeah.
Healthy
And
and
it's a
happy.
healthy and happy. And I was kayaking and boating last night. It was so nice.
Oh my goodness.
And you got to love the water. And people can't take that away from us.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
It's-
right.
You're
you gotta love-
thriving.
yeah,
Like,
you do.
life for you is really good.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I found it fascinating, to watch the videos that you had with your students
Yeah.
and the new projects that you're doing with them. And like I said, drones are not my thing. But to see what you can do with the drones, like finding turtles in the
image
bush.
processing. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. We're looking at ways to find lichen now with drones.
Really?
And eelgrass.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
drone technology called bathymetry that allows to see below the water surface.
Yeah, you talked about
To
that
actually,
rotary.
yeah, so it's
incredible.
amazing some of the technology. So we're looking at new partners right now.
Wow.
We're actually working with a company in Fredericton to do 3D scanning, but he wants to use an ROV to haul a side scan sonar to actually scan underwater structures like the marines, even
That's
fish schools.
Wow.
Wow.
Because I'm a
Kevin.
bass fisherman.
All right.
So this is the perfect place
It
for
is
you.
a perfect.
Yeah.
Your
I-
kids have this same
Oh
drive
yeah.
as you do?
Oh yeah.
They do?
They're driven. They're driven.
They have that
yeah.
innate quality
Yeah.
of
They're
creativity.
naturals.
Yeah.
They're naturals.
Isn't that
And
wonderful?
You
Justin
are.
being Simba, he's going to be. You got to watch the Lion King.
When is that coming?
It's in the late fall.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
so
watch
I know, I
that.
can't
James
wait.
and Hill
Yes,
production.
yes, you got to see
Again,
that.
They do a
I'm going to see
fantastic
every
job.
night.
Yes.
I know, as a parent, when my
Yeah.
son was Tarzan,
Yeah.
God love
Yeah.
him, I was like, okay, I got to go every night. I mean, you don't really, you feel kind of silly going every night, but you're a kid and you want to
Yeah.
support them.
Definitely.
And now he
definitely.
looks back and says, I was Tarzan. Oh my gosh, running around the loincloth on me.
That's awesome. I love it.
But you are the man.
Yep.
You have plans.
Yes, we do. Yeah, and the future is bright, and I think Miramichi has a lot going for it. New schools, a new, just a new,
Payroll
new
center
bright.
coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of new industry, and
Yeah.
and you got to. And a lot of people don't know that the manufacturing, what we do in here, and I'm really hoping this will spark, with industry, whether it's Sunny Corner, Modular Fabrication, Cormer Defense. There's a lot of Superior for, there's a lot of companies here. And people got to be aware of what's in their own house.
You're right.
And we have a lot of engineering companies that do a lot, export a lot. So let's keep it going.
So just before we're just about to head to break.
Yes.
What do you want everybody really to know?
That STEM is it, and come to the Pumpkin Fling to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that again is this week.
Yes.
Saturday, September 24th from 12 to 3 at Waterford Green.
You got it.
Yeah, and the money all the money raised that day goes
to
to
science labs, the new makerspace labs in the schools. So in the local
exciting.
area. Oh yeah, it's great. They're gonna have more drones, more 3D printers.
Watch for your lunch.
I know.
Be on the lookout.
That'll be me
That's
checking
good,
everything
Kevin.
out.
Like, you're really
Thank
interesting.
you.
You've got a lot going
Thank you.
on, a
Well,
lot
I
of
can't-
accomplishments.
And I
Yeah.
can't wait to see you shoot some of this stuff.
Give us some fair warning though, right?
I will.
I'll get out of the way.
Yeah,
I
and
was,
we
I was going to load it up, but I said, no, maybe not.
and we definitely want to highlight that it's something that women can get involved in,
Yes.
that men are involved in
Yes.
already, and we want to see more and more of that.
Right.
Both in math and engineering and science.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you for coming out
Great
today.
guest.
No problem.
We want to encourage everybody to head out to the Pumpkin Fling this weekend. I know I went last year and had a fantastic time.
And you're still with us?
I am. and
Get your head blown up.
you want to stop by and get your chili as well. You want
Yes.
to taste test
Exactly.
your chili because
And
it is
corn.
wonderful.
And corn.
So thank you very much,
Okay.
Kevin,
Yes,
and
pleasure.
we'll be on the lookout for you. Now, don't go too far. We want you to grab another cup of coffee, cuddle up with your favorite pet,
Or
and we'll see you in a
husband.
couple of seconds. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. Hi, and welcome back to Have a Chat. I am Veronique, and I am here with my fantastic co-host, as always, Judy.
Thanks, Judy.
And we are now joined by another special guest, Tony LeBlanc, and you are the Animal Control Officer for the City of Miramichi.
Right.
Welcome.
He's going to control us.
I know.
We're animals. All
We need the help.
We needed to have you on here to control us.
We need the help, you're right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my name is everybody knows. My name's Tony LeBlanc, and I born and raised on Miramichi.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm married. I got 2 kids.
Are they grown kids?
Yeah, the grown kid Tara and Todd.
All
Yes.
right.
And I been 4 years been trying to get a hold of this job.
Yes.
And finally, 2 years ago, I got it.
Yes. And you really wanted it because you love animals.
I love animals. No,
Yeah.
I didn't take it just because for the money, but I love animals.
Yeah.
So it's the Miramichi Animal Control. You're the only guy that does this, as I understand it. In
Yes.
the city,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
So
big
what?
job.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. So what does a typical week look like for you? What do you have to do in the run of a week?
At the end of the week, well, for instance, like last month, there was 137 calls.
137.
Just for skunk, raccoon, groundhog, and porcupine, and squirrels.
Porcupines.
So what would you do? So if I called you for a porcupine, what do you do?
I put a trap and try to catch it.
Oh, okay.
I will catch it
Yeah.
eventually. And then remove them back as far as enough in the wild.
Oh, okay. So you rehome them basically.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Same with skunks and raccoons and all
Yes, yes.
that.
Have you had skunk experiences personally? Like, are they not your favorite smelling little creatures in the world?
Well,
Any incidences with skunks that you want to talk about?
well, like last Saturday.
Oh, no.
A week ago last Saturday, I picked up, first I picked one skunk and pissed on me. I went home, changed, came back, picked up the second one.
Don't say that word. Say pee-pee.
And, okay.
Urinate, it's good.
And the second one did it in my face.
Oh no. He squirted you right in the
no.
face.
That would be
Oh.
disgusting.
Yes, it was.
How do you get rid of that smell?
Mother Nature.
Are you getting a call now for an animal?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
So does that mean you have to take Veronique away?
So, but that's actually a question that a lot of people would ask. How do you get rid of that skunk
you don't,
smell?
You don't. Just hope.
It'll just go away eventually.
Just go away like my vehicle now.
No, he smells pretty good today.
To hopefully to go away by themselves. Just
Really?
Mother Nature take care of themselves, I guess.
So does
Oh.
There's
so
nothing there. There's nothing there. People say
Disgusting.
put the mothballs, stuff like that.
yeah,
There's no
tomato
such thing.
juice doesn't help, eh?
Doesn't help.
Right in your face.
Right in my face.
Oh.
It's bad enough at a distance when you smell
Did
skunk.
it burn?
Oh, it burned.
Yeah, did it burn?
It really burned. I bent down to pick up the trap, and as I picked up the trap,
Uh-huh.
and she had me zeroed in. She got me good.
Right,
That
because
is
that's their defense
terrible.
mechanism,
I
right? When they
know.
get scared.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
this time of year, Tony, I know people, in the city and everywhere that's watching this show has an issue with rodents, and they sometimes have, mice appear and they set their little mouse traps. But if it gets beyond that, like a rat or something that you cannot contain or get rid of, what do you do?
Well, like
A rat.
set a trap, and eventually we'll get them.
What do you lure? Okay, so do you
well,
lure with certain foods or anything?
Every animal is different.
Okay.
Every animal is different, and they'll eat almost anything, especially a rat or a skunk.
Squirrel would want nuts, right?
Yes, same as, yes.
What would porcupine want? Cheese sandwich?
Hopefully, porcupine, they're usually, if I see them right there, they'll put the trap,
Yeah.
Easy to catch?
Yeah, yes, easy, yes.
So now,
If they're in the tree, I'll leave them alone.
yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense. So now that's for the wild animals. So people will call
Yes.
you if there's, if they're
Yeah.
having a problem with wild animals. Now, you must also get calls for stray dogs and
Yes, an awful lot. Like I said, now last month was 137 calls for wildlife, and like dog attack had 4.
really.
And other dog attacking other dogs, or 2 attacking other humans,
Okay.
and this.
I'm afraid of a strange dog. So tell us a little bit about that. Like if they're rabied or if they've just bitten or attacked another dog, you have to realize that you have to be extremely cautious, obviously. So what is your technique like when you get that call?
Well, usually when I get the call, usually the owners, the dog's gone home, or I try to locate what
Right.
what a dog is, and then I go there and I get to see the dog, and the owner, the dog most of the time they're provoked.
Right.
Provoked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
So they, I stay around the dog with a. Then I know about for a few minutes the dog is, if he's crossed, he's going to growl and bark.
Oh,
Right.
I'd be terrified.
So you would be so used to those
Yes.
like to seeing the signs in animals.
Yes, and they. But I could take it from there, and then there's a reason why an animal bites.
That's right.
Right.
It's like a parent that raises children that are unruly.
Yeah.
Your pet is as good as the owner allows it to be.
Yeah, same as a kid in school, in the school and the playground.
Yep.
And they're going to argue and fight each other to rather
Yeah.
decide reason who started or what reason, what
Right.
cause, and so on.
Right. Yeah.
And
Both
an
sides.
animal the same as a human. They got bad tempers.
Yeah, of course.
And if they're in the crowd, or if there's 2 or 3 dogs crowded together, one is gonna.
But what if I had a little girl, 3-year-old child, or a little boy that was bitten by a dog? She was just playing in the yard, and the dog attacked and bit my child. What then?
Then did you go to? Well, they always got. They go to the hospital, and the Department of Health called me. Then I gotta go check it out.
Right.
See the dog got his vaccination.
Okay.
And all that stuff. In quarantine, dog for 10 days, and then it's the first offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as easy as people think. I just go there and take the dog.
Okay.
There's a real process,
There's
right?
a process,
Yeah.
and it's a slow one.
Yes.
And a lot of people figure, well, the dog bite, I gotta go get him.
Right.
Before I move. There's none of this.
Not
Yeah.
that smooth.
No.
No.
There's rules and regulations I gotta follow. Same as me, if I go to your house taking your kid,
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are gonna put a thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
But it's your store, my store, and you're true.
Right.
Always try to
Yep,
get
that
to the
is
bottom of
always. Yeah.
it. And so,
So do you see a lot of people that do not get their dogs vaccinated for those
Oh, yes,
special things
yes.
such as rabies?
yes.
And that's a lot of the reason why they do what they do. They're not.
No, yeah,
what-
even they haven't got the they need someone, they're still gonna attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That temperament.
Yes,
That particular
uh,
temperament.
but that's only for help for any disease carrying and so on.
Right.
They carry disease just as much as the human does.
I heard raccoons. Somebody had a raccoon in their shed that left this big pile of feces, and they were terrified because, especially upon reading that, they learned that they can be they can cause respiratory problems if you
Yes.
inhale that feces from raccoon.
Yes.
And what other animals, like
there is
pigeons?
there's pigeon, there's crow who carries the disease.
Diseases.
Right. Yeah.
And same as rats will carry.
Ugh, dirty disease.
These are dirty, yes.
So if I knew someone that was abusing their pet, would I call you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And a lot of time.
Or neglecting their pet?
I'll take care of it. It is something beyond. I only do the bylaw in the city,
Okay.
and I got the NBCC.
Yes.
There's a gentleman who's the boss. He's a head lad for this area, James Mundell, and he's
Okay.
awesome. He comes down and give me a hand.
Yes.
Matter of fact, he helped me out to move 2 dogs from the machine.
Okay.
And,
Must break your heart when you see what
Yeah.
happens, how the dogs are torn up, and not just
Oh.
dogs, but any animal. Like attacked by a coyote, for example, you
Yeah.
must see that.
no, I
Coyotes?
did, but I see coyote in the city there at the by the French French school.
Oh,
There's,
dear.
Oh, really?
Out
there-
at Carrefour Beausoleil, that
Yes.
area, Belfond, or
Yes.
like up. Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
There was a sighting of 4 coyote hanging around there.
Really?
But I haven't
Goodness.
seen personally, but I got a report of it. But
Really?
coyotes are smart.
That scares
So there
me.
must be a process as well, though. If I knew of someone that was abusing or neglecting their pet,
Yes.
I would call you, and then you have to do the investigation,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there is one right there now. He's in the papers are drawn there. He's into the court right there now. So,
Okay.
it's all depends, you know. It's, It is, you know. It's just.
Veronique has one thing in common with you, my darling.
What's that?
And you told me on the telephone when I asked you to come and talk about this specific job you have that you will not touch something that she would never touch, and that is what?
Oh.
You won't deal with?
Snake.
Oh.
No, he won't go with snakes.
I won't. I'm right there with you.
He will not.
Matter of fact, talking about snake, there's a lady moving Douglas down. She had a snake in her baby barn.
Oh.
And the DNR, I call it the DNR. They call it DNR for me, I should say. I will not go near that.
No.
You're a person
Like it was a
you're
big
terrified
snake?
of them.
Certified them, but they're reptile. That's one thing.
Was it a big snake?
I don't know. I didn't go.
He'll never know because he wouldn't go.
I'll tell you, Tony. I'm gonna admit it on the air. Like I actually, I have a serious, like an earth-shattering in my mind phobia.
I got
Like
goosebumps right now.
I know. Like I pass out, I hyperventilate, and then I faint.
What?
I'm that terrified.
I don't mind a snake at all.
But I'm
So,
gonna
but
tell you.
spiders are my thing. I'm like with you with
Yeah.
snakes.
Well,
that's
see, I
me with
rehomed the spider
spiders.
the other day.
am
I found him in the
terri-
bathtub and I took him
I'm
outside.
terrified of spiders.
No, a snake is at, and then the lady, when the DNR went over, they told me afterward there was enough snake skin in the baby barn to make a purse.
Would you? I wish I had got known that. I would love a snake purse. I would have loved.
Oh,
a
my
snake
skin is
snake
crawling right
skin
now.
Purse. There's some boots for the fall.
And then,
So is that what you do then? Because you have that particular phobia, do you call DNR or
no,
somebody
but
else
they're
does?
they're reptiles.
Okay.
And
You don't deal with reptiles.
So,
that-
so
that's-
bats and the eaves, you don't.
Oh
talk-
well, I'll go. A lot of time there, people call me even if it's not my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will look at it. So they haven't get the deacon and need my help. So
That
I'm
would
going to go
terrify
try
me.
it.
Bats.
A lot of times there's make more work for myself.
Yeah.
It's easy to
I
say
see
no.
that.
It's easy to say no,
Yeah.
but to say yes, then
help.
and then afterward I say, well, what did I do? Then?
Yeah.
I know, but they
But-
need your help.
Yeah, same as on the Battersworth Highway. There was a bull, 2 cow, and 2 calves.
Okay.
Been on McDonald Road, been on the loose.
Oh my!
For a month and a half, 2 months, every
A
week.
bull, 2 calves, and deer.
A moose.
Two
A
little,
moose.
Is it
No,
moose?
no, 2 little heifer.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They've been running in the neighborhood,
Really?
Lovely.
and they got nobody. They got nobody to look after them.
Really?
No
And
to
so
play
I
with
went
them.
with the city police, and we did our best. But they keep breaking away from the fence. And
Okay. Do you get a lot of those calls? Like,
no, this is the only 2. These 2.
Really?
Thank God for that. It's the only 2.
Well, no, and I laugh because when my mother and Gerard were children, my grandfather had chickens and horses and everything, and they used to escape all the time down to town. Well, I mean, we live in town, but they used to run down the street.
Right. That'd be a pretty sight.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
But do you do like who deals? I've never even seen one. I think I'm the only person in the world that has not seen a cockroach. Who deals with that if there's an infestation of cockroaches in a building?
Oh well, that's not my job.
As of today, you'll never do it.
Pest control.
That's pest control.
Yeah.
So animal, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So we'll have them on a show.
I-
and have a show. That's interesting.
Yes.
But also too, like I said, I took on another thing, like the women's shelter.
Yes.
I had one lady call me one day and it said, a friend of mine works there. So we have a lady come here in bad situation. and said, but she won't leave what she's in because she loves her dog. I said,
Oh.
Right.
I said, you get her to get her wherever she's from,
Yeah.
to come down, bring her dog with her,
Right.
Yeah.
and I'll take care of it. And I did.
Good.
As a
Wow.
matter of fact, I do have another one there happened 2 weeks ago.
You're
Yeah.
looking after people's dogs.
Out there were people going to the shelter,
Yes.
they got a place at least.
Well, and that would be a real consideration, right? They don't want to leave their pets, and so
Naturally.
they have nowhere to take the pet.
Yeah, but they didn't know, so this
Right.
lady called me and asked me to help her out. I said, yes, that's
Yeah.
extra work for me. But,
Yes.
But you're a kind
but I
person.
don't mind.
Yeah.
And I had
No.
one lady, both of her parents, their mother passed away first, and her father did. She had a dog. He's 14 years old. I got him in a kennel. And I turned around and told her, he was not going to be put down. I'll keep him home.
Yeah.
And he's 14. He's just like a little pup.
Yeah.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
old.
Getting home and he's been mischief. I mean, I could have a dozen dogs or half a dozen dogs.
Well, I'm sure you could.
And they'd be all quiet, barking, and so on. Not him. He just,
Docile.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything, just like a bad little kid. He wanted just to get me going. And he'd learn to turn around and look at you, big brown eyes, just like I said, oh, I got you.
Not hard to fall in love with some animals.
Now
right?
oh my goodness. Now you must see though. There's a real cat problem
I don't like cats.
in the area.
I do
eh?
not like them.
I know that the SPCA has a lot of cats.
Yes.
Like 60 of them.
Ooh.
Yes, as a matter of fact, this morning at my first call I got a lady worked at the hospital, the X-ray department, and she called me up. She had found a little kitten, could barely walk.
Kittens are adorable. I will admit that.
And
Yeah.
I picked her up, and Jen again.
Yeah.
For Jen, I will never, the SBCA will
No.
never got this
She's a
far.
great girl.
Yeah.
She's
Yes,
been on our
she is.
show as well.
Yeah, we had her a
Yes.
few weeks
She
ago.
gets hurt.
Her and her staff at their the SBCA, they're awesome for me.
And we
Yeah.
love supporting that as a community.
Yes,
the
that's
SPCA.
right.
We,
Yeah.
you know, various organizations contribute to that cause because so many animals need that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And they and you know, I mean, their blankets and their food
Oh,
and
yeah.
the care and the needles, the cost of it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, but come back to the cats, they have to do something. I mean, they got rules and regulations. They could talk
yeah.
all they want, but who's suffering is the animals.
Yes, of
In
course.
the wintertime, cold and all that stuff.
Mm.
You should, same as dog. You're gonna have a cat, have it neuter spaded,
Right.
have
Yeah.
it have it with a tag, with a chip.
Yes.
If I happen to pick them up, then
And
I know
is-
who belong.
And is that something that you would recommend? Is getting your pet chipped?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because I had an incident last week. The lady called. I got there. She lost her dog. Someone took
Yeah.
her dog on her,
Yeah.
and it's happening all the time.
That would be
Isn't
so,
that amazing?
Happen
that
all
would
the
just
time.
ruin
Well,
me.
and that and Bud is really good. He stays quite close to home, and like he's off leash down at my dad's. But yes, the last little bit he started something new. He's crawling under the deck.
Okay.
That's his new thing
Something
lately.
under there that is
Well,
intrigued
no,
by.
he'll crawl under anything right now.
And dig dirt?
Yeah, he
Okay.
like he's looking in the sewer drains. He's that's his new thing. So, but I'm thinking that I would like to get him chipped just in case he actually got
Yeah.
away from me.
Oh,
You're
definitely.
saying never happened to me. Never say never.
No,
It
that's
will. It
right,
will.
yeah.
Because there was always.
Well, they're
some-
curious, right?
Yeah, because people around, they don't care whose dog they take.
No.
Loud, they could make a few dollars out of it.
Oh.
So Tony, just before we're probably going to have to end the show
Yeah.
soon, can you touch on what you perceive as, I see as a big problem, dogs on leashes all day long while the owner's at work. I can't bear to watch in the neighborhood when I walk around and downtown,
you're
dogs that are very angry because they're on leash all day.
Well, they got the bylaw had to be changed.
It did?
But it has to be changed.
Yeah.
But
To
they,
change somewhat.
You can't overnight them.
But they can. But the thing is, if they have a shelter, suitable, they got water and food.
Okay.
There's nothing else more we could do.
I know, but it bothers me so
I know.
badly to see a dog tied up with no one looking at that dog.
They do. They having animals.
Yeah.
Why would you want one if you're going to leash it all day long?
Because they're cute and when they're the pups, and then they're sick.
So we're gonna say thank you for coming.
Yeah,
I want
interesting, interesting.
We really appreciate it, and
We
you know.
give you a pet snake, but we don't have one here.
We want to make sure that you're taking care of your pet. We of course have Tony, who's out there trying to help everybody. But do take care of your pet, and we want to make sure that you join us next week. Don't forget to watch us on Have a Chat. Check out our Facebook page, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for watching.